And we're going to be diving into this week's Icyfar, your freaking awesome replays for the first time. I definitely haven't seen the beginning of this game at all, or had the timer spoiled and it instantly restarted casting it for YouTube while the Twitch audience has already had their hopes and dreams ruined knowing exactly how long the game's going to go for because I had the replay timer showing. No, not at all. Welcome, guys. It's the Icyfar, your freaking awesome replays snake challenge, where players had to make sure their buildings were touching tips, and they slowly drew a nice Nokia 3310 snake across the map. You know what I'm talking about. And up here in the top left, in the red, it's Calpita. It looks like they're being a bit of a cheeky dickhead. Two drilly boys. This one grabbing the butt of the lead one. And they're going to be going for a ride. Oh, no, are you stuck inside? Oh, that SCV is stuck inside the other SCV. Oh, no. I watched a movie where that happened once. It was hilarious. Down here in the bottom right, in the blue, it is representing Taste the Bacon, Utlagi. A movie where people were stuck in each other. Yes, okay, that's, I can't just leave it there. I need to actually explain that. So I still don't understand this part of the movie because it was a movie. So basically, we have a government channel called SBS. I'm sure I've told this story before, but we'll tell it again. Called SBS, which when I was younger used to basically show a lot of cult movies. And whilst it was free broadcast television, basically from like 9 o'clock at night, they were like, we don't really have rules about what we can show as long as it's not full-blown pornography. So SBS here in Australia is like, they would show a lot of world news. It was like lots of different stuff from all different countries, basically any non-native Australian or English speaking or like American or British stuff, right? So you would get some fucking weird movies, and it was great because there'd be like the movie nerd at the start, and he'd like introduce the movie, be like, this is a great movie. It became a cult classic because it introduced the idea of ox porn or some shit. You're like, what did you just say? And he's like, yeah, I mean, there's not actual porn, but like, so anyway, this particular movie I switched on one day as a young teenager who was like, what the fuck am I getting into? It was about a prostitute, a girl who had been sold into prostitution by her uncle. I believe it was Chinese. I'm not sure. Some form of Asian whorehouse. And the movie was like a dark prostitute comedy. It was the greatest thing I've ever seen. At one point, a guy was banging a prostitute and she was trying to show her how to do the job. And then he got stuck inside her because the floor broke for some reason in the whorehouse, and they got stuck inside each other and they're running around. And he's like, my dick's broke. And the girl was on her and she was screaming. And he was like, they're stuck. And like everyone in the whorehouse is trying to pull them apart. It was like Benny Hill, but with sex. Like it was that level of just like silly comedy, people running around, music. But like they're banging. It was incredibly weird. There was another scene with 3 blind tax collectors who came, and the girl was too nervous to bang them because she still hadn't banged them and she was still a virgin, even though she was meant to have her initiation with these 3 blind men. They were blind, so she kind of wriggled away. They started banging each other, not realizing, thinking it was her. And the whole thing was like, it was like Benny Hill with sex. It was really fucking weird. Great movie. Definitely recommend it. If anyone knows the name of the movie, let me know. I have no idea what it was, but it was a fantastic thing. And it reminds me of Snake because when your tips are touching, sometimes you do get stuck inside your opponent. Speaking of which, these 2 Reapers stuck inside each other as well. So Calpita here hasn't really drawn a snake to the opponent's base, but you can see Utlagi has started the snake, the macro hatch, the spawning pool, the evo chamber, all touching tips right now and starting to spread this tip out to the ramp, and he's going to be able to spread that from the low ground. Meanwhile, still, these Reapers just fucking chilling on this side of the map. What is going on? What is going on? Why have you not gone home? Waited for the Hellion to pop out. The Reapers have done nothing in the meantime. Calpita, at least get in the bunker. Finally. Oh my god, I knew these games would be a shit show. So I like this double Evo macro hatch 1 base. Are we going to see 1-1 Zerglings on 1 base? This is amazing. Calpita here showing some mad skills. With the, still hasn't made an orbital either. Oh, this is the best. This is actually glorious. Please, I really think Utlagi is gonna actually just, you gotta continue the snake, all right? You gotta continue the snake. Now, I think he's a bit confused. He's not sure how to continue the snake down there. It's fine, just stick it there. Technically, you can't build buildings like on the ramp. I guess you can spread tumors on ramps now. So you could go tumor, if you can be bothered. You don't really need to do that. But anyways, Lings and Queens are actually going to break the bunker. But Calpita micros. I was not expecting that. I thought those Reapers would stand and fight. So this is the 3 blind men, I think. And they do start They wriggle away. So the three blind men they're gonna try and bang each other on the ramp. I told you guys, this is exactly what I was talking about. Look at it, they're all like wriggling around. It was weird. It's getting creepy. Oh my god, these two are like getting trapped in there and shit. Everything's getting strange. Ulagi really needs an expansion. We're looking at 1,500 minerals on one base. The snake is getting down. Oh my god, they just separated the snake. Oh no. Transfuse does go down. The Reapers are like, okay, that's fine. We'll take you out. Couple Reapers go down. The three blind men, unfortunately, do have their transfuse. Still hasn't started double upgrade. Still hasn't started an orbital back at home either. So we've got Hellions, Liberators, and Reapers. The most micro-intensive kind of composition ever out of Kalpita. But only really good against Zerglings. Now, is Ling Speed made? No Zergling Speed. The double Evo does start 1-1 before Ling Speed even. Oh my god, Ulagi's going to get some upgraded Zerglings. And I think Ulagi is literally waiting for the creep snake to connect to the natural. Guys, the rule with this challenge was you could expand, you could build hatcheries, Nexus, and Command Center wherever you want, but Ulagi is waiting till the snake gets right next to the hatch before putting it down. Oh my god, what a legend. You know, commitment to the challenge is actually going even harder. You were allowed to expand, guys. You did not need to wait to connect the creep. But Ulagi's like, nah, I'm going to follow the challenge, mate. All right? What do you think? I'm some half-assed fucking excuse of a snake player? I'm gonna get to 7 billion score to the point where it's not programmed to have a score that high, and it's going to reset. Let's build a third Evo chamber. Why not? We need range upgrade for these queens. That does seem like a thing we need. Ulagi. Meanwhile, Proxy Reaper Liberator. This drilly boy is touching up the butthole of that Liberator, just little bit by little bit. So anyway, what's the weirdest movie you guys have ever seen? Let me know in chat. I think this one's going to have a bit of downtime for a while. That movie, if anyone has ever seen that movie, I doubt it, because it's like this weird cult movie. I don't know. I don't know where it was from. Like I said, it was in some Asian language. It was great. I was like 14 at the time. Didn't really know the different sounds of Asian languages at the time. But the only way I could think that you might be able to recognize it... Oh, Old Boy? Old Boy is a fucked up movie. That's a great fucked up movie, though. You guys should watch that. If you've never watched that, go watch it. Just you know, be willing to have yourself feel a little bit off afterwards. But it's a great movie as well. Great action movie. Oh my god, the leagues are getting... No! Slow Zerglings! Oh god! Ulagi! No! Oh no, three blind men! The three blind men, they've banged each other well. They continue to just throw those band-aids into each other. And oh my god, they're actually going to kill a ton of Reapers and Marines here. But finally, one does go down. The one with full energy as well. They're going to kill so many of these Reapers and Marines, though. Hey, third blind man replacement comes on down here. I like it. So anyway, as I was saying, guys, if anyone knows the name of that movie, basically the only way I could remember it is there was one line they kept repeating. They kept describing how this girl who'd been sold into this whorehouse, she had like a magic hoochie, which apparently felt, and they kept describing it, even though she was a virgin, they somehow knew it was like a magic one, and it was meant to feel like 1,000 jellyfish and heaps of electric eels too. And that was the line they would constantly repeat, like whenever she was getting like the other whores were kind of teaching her the business, and they're like, wow, you've got a magic pussy, basically. It was a kind of fantastic movie, and they just kept repeating that over and over. This was obviously the translation. If anyone knows what that movie was called, please let me know. I'd love to know what it was for posterity's sake. It was great because you didn't actually see any of their nethers. Like, you guys know how you watch any TV show now, and there is like, since Game of Thrones, there's dick and pussy everywhere. It's great, right? It's fantastic, you know? I've never seen more dick than watching Love, Death, and Robots recently. I was like, I didn't plan to see this many cocks, but I saw a lot of cocks. So... It's amazing that there was a movie that was literally about a whorehouse. It was like a dark Benny Hill comedy, and yet you never saw a dick in the entire movie. It's a testament. It's a testament to how cinema and television has changed in that time. Speaking of long and connected things, we've got the natural, no third. Do you guys think Ulagi is going to actually continue the snake, or is this the end of the snake? We're going to see a spire go down, just kind of a little bit of a deformation, bit of a sticking off the side of that one there, a little bit weird. Down here, random Marine, Billy Bob. He's just kind of looking around. He's like, why am I here again, boss? And he's like, you're scouting. And he's like, why here? I don't know. This is very confusing. The barracks are going to float home, and meanwhile, Calpita still has not discovered what an orbital command center is. Probably for the best, it's allowed these minerals to survive. On the plus side, Calpita does have a Liberator alien and a siege tank guarding the ramp. That's pretty unbreakable. And we're going to go the classic one barracks, one factory into a second starport, and battle cruisers on the way. I feel like everyone just goes battle cruisers now. It's great. This is 2019 StarCraft. Every Terran player goes for the battle cruiser as fast as possible. The snake continues to groweth here. Wow, that does look like an electric eel, if you know what I'm talking about. +2 melee and +1 range is on the way now. 28 more Zerglings. This is 4 hatch production on 26 drones. This is amazing. Lagi's actually burnt through that bank now. And is up in supply. It's just lings and queens. How many queens have we got here? That's 8 queens. They can stop a battle cruiser, especially with +2 carapace. Oh my god, battle cruisers aren't even going to damage these queens. Oh, please teleport on the queens. Teleport on the. You know you want to, buddy. Oh my god, there are some weird movies people have heard about in chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. There are some, I'm not even going to read some of those out. What? Oh my god, Triple Helix, that's messed up. Wow. Come on, Battlecruiser, teleport in. Okay, I'm looking for movies that I can read out. And I'm like, nope, that's too creepy. That's too creepy. Where's Muffin Man when you need him? He might actually have the least creepy of these movies. Holy shit. I actually, as messed up and awesome as Oldboy is, Oldboy's actually a good messed up movie, but then there's like, Human Centipede's just a terrible movie, Wizzle. The only good thing about Human Centipede is like, the main bad guy. He's like, oh, I am so German. We need to recycle more, so I'm going to make the humans recycle by sewing them together. You're like, really? The German psychopath wants to recycle more? It's just like the funniest fucking motivation ever. It's so lame. I'm like, this is so Germany as well, though, right? They're like, we have the best recycling in the world. It's very highly efficient. It's like, I do not like waste, so I'm going to sew 2 humans together, and then a third, and then a fourth, to be very efficient. And you're like, will it be efficient? I don't know if this makes sense, crazy dude. And then the detectives. Oh my god, did anyone actually watch Human Centipede? The detectives in that were geniuses. They figured out it's him. And yes, spoiler alert, because it was a piece of shit, and I don't mind spoiling that movie. It was the worst thing I've ever watched in my life. They're like, we know you took these backpackers and murdered them. And he's like, yes, so maybe I did. Would you like a drink of water? The detective's like, okay. He just like pours some fucking drugs in it and like gives it to the detective. And the detective's like, we have you now. And then drinks it and like passes out. And you're like, who gave the go-ahead on that part of the script? What the fuck? Like, how did anyone think that was a good idea? So bad. So the BCs just killed like 2 workers. Nicely done. On the plus side, they have made Laggy forget that the drones have been pulled off mining. So yeah, it was, okay. So the BCs did good damage, guys. Not directly, but indirect damage by distracting the opponent. We've now got a 3rd Spire on the way. So that we can make Greater Spire at the same time as double upgrades. Ulagi, you legend. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I love it. 12 more drones start up as we head towards Broodlords here. Of course, guys, for those just tuning in, this was the iCast Your Freaking Awesome Replay Snake Challenge. I don't think I announced next week's challenge vocally. So for you watching on YouTube and stuff, guys, exclamation mark Icyfar in chat. And the challenge for next week is going to be no personal space. Or what is it? It's no respect for personal space. So basically, you need to be that person on the crowded subway who not only has bad body odor and just like fucking lifts their hand up and hangs onto the thing, right? Like, it stands right over someone and their fucking armpit is right there. And you're like, have you not showered in a week? We want you to be that person, except basically we want you to take expansions as close to your opponent as possible. And then also bonus points for stealing their minerals where possible. So basically do as much like just janky ass fucking contain shit, take an expand outside their base and put siege tanks at it and bunkers, like just any weird trolly shit like that. And the more you get up in their space and it just piss them off with your disgusting body odor and mining of minerals, the better. Oh my God. Guys, That was fucking devastating. Did you guys see that massacre? Holy shit. Ulagi's like, amassing these 2/2 Zerglings. They're going to smash this. By all rights, they should have. Just that angle in that corner was beautiful. But now there's no anti-air. The mutas. Oh, Muta Queen. The tanks are all on siege. They're going to take out one queen. There's still plenty of blind men here. We need to try to. They do take all those out. BC is going to try and click on the hatch, but there's 3 corruptors. 3 corruptors are going to come over. The queens and the mutas need to get there. Ulagi! F2A move! Ooh, teleports out with 3 hit points. Nicely done by Calpita, who still has not transferred workers to the natural. 2 workers mining there. I do like the SimCity of Calpita, but not going to have enough money for any more BCs until we actually... Oh my god, an orbital got made, guys! Hey, finally. Nice. Oh shit. A lot of Muta Corruptor, the Triple Spire Mutaling Corruptor coming across the map here. This one, Battle Cruise, is like, get the fuck out of here. These are 1/1 mutas as well, man. They got some nice upgrades. The Liberator, the tank, the Marines looking okay here. Calpita not really having much focus on those Marines, though. Engineering Bay never really got any upgrades. Has brought SCVs down here to repair a barracks. Oh my god! It's a orgy in the alleyway. That was an alley party there. Jesus, it was all just limbs and flesh and drills. Oof. A lot of the drills penetrating each other in that tight little gap there. They do finally decide to get back to work. What can I say, guys? When all of your SCVs are into that free love stuff and mutual impregnation, it can be hard to get them to focus on the mineral mining. It's hard. It's like, get back to work, guys. They don't want to. Right here, we see a good example. There are 7 SCVs consecutively inside of each other at the same time. Only one of them's actually working the minerals. The others are working each other right now. You can see it. Look at it. They're all fucking like phasing in and out of reality. That there is what we call the orgasm haze, because there is just, it's messy. Ugh. Way too much drilling going on right there. That's just some concentrated, oof. These 3 battle cruisers are going to start a run by on the south side of the map. We've still got, of course, this lovely snake base layout, which is just absolutely beautiful to behold. But these units way out of position right now as that Great Aspire +3 melee and Adrenal Glands finally does start up. These 3 BCs going to have an opening here. They might be able to snipe that hatch. They're going to come in. These units, like I said, way out of position. Utlagi's Queen's out in the open. The battle cruiser's going to fly in there. And unfortunately, not being microed forward, so they are kind of microing like old BCs that spend 80% of their time moving rather than shooting. But they are going to come in, take out 3 queens. The Corruptors have pulled back. The other units are a bit slow. Oh, not focusing down the hatch. It looks like Calpita's in trouble. Calpita's going to have to teleport out there. Calpita's going to have to teleport out and does teleport out just before one of them dies. Good reactions from Calpita, who's now got a 3rd base up as well. Has moved the main down to the 3rd and is actually moving the SCVs to the new bases. Unfortunately, though, forgot to put on gas. So Calpita's going to run out of gas really soon here. And that could cause some big issues. Meanwhile, Baneling Nest gets rebuilt. We've got 7 more Corruptors on the way. Mass Corruptor, of course, going to destroy the battle cruisers, especially since these are 0/0 battle cruisers versus a 1/1 Muta Corruptor. A single Broodlord. Now, that is not a shitlord. That is a Broodlord, guys. You need to have at least 8 Broodlords before it becomes a shitlord of Broodlords. Lagi might go there. For now, just 2. Just a couple of lone Broodlords. A mob of kangaroos, a flock of birds, a shitlord of broodlords. These all, of course, are. What is a pack of marines, guys? Oh my god! Oh, they're going to catch him. The broodlords are finishing up. There's a lot of lings there. Oh my god. Oh, Calpita actually remembers to stim this time, but I think there's just too many lings. These are 2/2 Zerglings. They've got adrenal glands, and they just roll that army. The medevacs are like, you guys are going to catch up? We ready to start this push yet, guys? They weren't helping the army at all. The BCs are going to go for another run by. I'm quite sure Calpita is a Nathaniel stream viewer, right? Because I'm pretty sure like the strategy of StarCraft is just click BCs into your opponent's base and then teleport them home just before they die. I'm pretty sure that's how you play StarCraft. Or at least that's how you think you do if you watch Nate stream too much. I feel like Calpita is like 90% of the focus is just like get BCs, fly him in, teleport out, and just giggle to yourself. The problem is that Lagi did build a kind of decent 36 drone economy. I don't know. Just seems to have a ton of stuff. What do we got? Like 9 corrupt. Actually, that's not that many corruptors. That hatch goes down. Nicely done by Calpita. It's going to try and run around. It keeps clicking on the structures. Oh, BC goes down. Calpita. Oh, individual BC blink micro. only gets one of them out there. A little bit too slow on that micro. And that base gets sniped by the Zerglings. The Broodlords and the Mutas coming in. Where are the Corruptors? They're not here. Oh no, the Broodlords gonna start to go down. A whole bunch of pissed off mums throwing their babies into battle. Give us our baby bonus. Throwing their children in like the disgusting creations they are. Abathur, you sick puppy. Why would you possibly make a mother throw her children as a weapon? It's so screwed up, man. He's like, yeah, they'll come out knowing how to nibble. They'll have a spike on their head, so when they hit people, it kind of dents their knee. You ever get hit by a broodling? It's literally a flying mum. She slingshots her kid, which has a spike on its head. It fucking dents you in the knee. You're like, ah! And then it instantly jumps up and it starts nibbling at you. It's like, argh. And you're like, well, this is a disgusting approach to warfare. You sick bastards using your offspring as expendable weapons. But thank you very much, Utlagi, for that lovely display of the in-game snake. That was an interesting game, to be sure. I like the commitment to the challenge. You were allowed to build your hatcheries, command centers, and Nexi wherever the hell you wanted, but you chose to stick with the snake. One big, gigantic snake. I feel like you got pretty close to the maximum score, definitely. You did a good job there, mate. GG, well played, and thank you for that lovely, lovely display.